Hey guys, welcome to my Mortal Kombat 9 Sub-Zero Beginner's Guide. Notice this is my beginner's guide, so if you're pretty good with Sub-Zero and you generally know what you're doing, I'd recommend you go to either my intermediate or expert level guides, which I'll have links to right here after I have them uploaded. And I will be using, or instead of saying like buttons on your controller, I'm going to be saying numericals. Like if you're on 360, instead of saying X, I'll say 1, Y will be 2, A is 3, and B is 4. And if you're on PlayStation 3, square is 1, triangle is 2, X is 3, and circle is 4. And you should be able to see it. I might have annotation for it so you remember it. That's just for universal purposes, so I don't have to say them both. It'll just be easier that way. And yeah! So, with that out of the way, let's get to it. Alright, here we are in training mode. I'm going to begin with something called combo starters. Combo starters are basically a series of attacks that end with an ice ball, and then after they're frozen you continue the combo afterward, hopefully inflicting serious damage. Sub-Zero's three main combo starters are 2-2 Ice Ball, forward-4 Ice Ball, and back 1-2 Ice Ball. 2-1 also works as a combo starter, but it sucks. Don't do it! Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to go through the pros and cons of all the combo starters, beginning with arguably the best one of all, 2-2. It is fast, has a long range, and is anti-air. The only con is that it's a bit on the weaker side, it's not as strong as the others. This is what I mean by it's anti-air. If they try to jump, you can deflect them away from you. That is crazy! Alright, the next one on the list is forward 4, and the main and pretty much only pro is that it's medium attack. On the contrary, the only con is that it's slow. If you aren't sure what the significance of forward 4 being a medium attack is, let me explain. There are three different types of attacks. There's high, medium, and low. When someone is down blocking, they can block high and low, not medium attacks. And while they're standing up blocking, they are able to block high and medium, but not low. And because of the fact that many people regularly down block, medium attacks are good. Alright, moving on to back 1-2. Now the main advantage of back 1-2 is that it's the most powerful of all. That's what you just seen in combo videos, and the second strike is a medium attack. While the main con is slow, so it's kind of high risk, high reward. That's the risk you're taking when trying to do the extra damage. Okay, now I'm going to go over Sub-Zero's most used and most basic combos. We have the highest damage dealing one, 2-1-4, the middle damage one, 2-1-2, and the least damaging one, 2-2-4. Now you would think the only one you use is 2-1-4 because it does most damage, but frankly it's not that simple, and that's just flat out not the case. All of these combos have specific uses and specific situations, all of which I will go into more detail in my intermediate guide. But for now, transition onto the combos! You know, like the actual combos, probably the whole reason I started watching this video. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, transition, let's go. Okay, the first combo I'm going to be talking about is a 4-hit combo for 26% damage. It's very easy to do and very reliable. It's probably the easiest combo that Sub-Zero can do. Alright, here it is. 2-1-4 Ice Slide. And when you do this combo, it should look something like this. And of course, if you want to add a little bit of extra damage to the beginning of this combo, you can use a combo starter. Here's an example of that. Alright, as you saw, adding a back 1-2 onto that combo added an extra 5% damage, which all things considering is actually pretty good. Alright, now we're going to move on to Ice Clone combos. What I mean by Ice Clone combos is when an opponent jumps into your Ice Clone, which will happen, they get frozen solid while in the process saying a big F you to gravity. Of course you could just uppercut them, but sometimes they're just too high to conveniently hit them. Not to mention these do more damage anyway, so that's where Ice Clone combos come in. Alright, for this combo all it is jump in place, punch, forward just a little bit, back 1-2-1. And if all goes well, it should look something like this. This is why you need to go forward during this combo, because if you don't, half of your attacks will miss, and you only do a fraction of the damage. Back when I was new to this game, when I got someone in the corner, especially when I froze him in the corner, I always wondered, now what? So I'm going to show you combos that you can do when you get someone in the corner. These are also known as, you guessed it, corner combos. This first combo requires you to, of course, be against the corner, but also your opponent cannot be frozen, and really all it is 2-1-4, Ice Ball, 2-1-4, Ice Slide. If you do this right, it should look something like this. Next, we're going to go over a corner combo when your opponent is frozen in the corner. For this one, it's a little bit tricky, but just a little bit of practice and you should get it down pretty quickly. All it is jump in place, punch, 4, 2-1-4, Ice Slide. Once again, here's how it should look. Alright, next on the list are some of Sub-Zero's basic X-Ray combos. X-Ray combos are exactly what it sounds like, a combo that ends in an X-Ray. Basically, these things are really just game changers. They're combos that can range from easily 30 to 50 or so %. And this is the one we'll start with. All you need to do for this one is 2-1-4 X-Ray.
Ouch, my liver. Ouch, my everything.
This combo is all about timing, however, because Sub-Zero's X-Ray can actually be charged. So you have to find that fine line between not holding it long enough and holding it too long. X-Ray combos are the same concept for his wall combos also. You just do the original combo, in this case 2-1-4 Ice Ball, 2-1-4, and then instead of doing the Ice Slide, do X-Ray. And then for the other one, jump in place 4, 2-1-4 X-Ray. Basically the same thing, just replace the Ice Slide with the X-Ray. The same thing also applies to my Ice Clone combo I demonstrated earlier. Instead of doing the last attack, you just replace it with an X-Ray. Except this one doesn't do too much damage, it's only about 34% damage, so if you need to do that one, only use it in a situation where 34% is what you need to kill someone. Otherwise, save your X-Ray and at least do a 2-1-4 X-Ray, because that does 48%. So, only use that one if that's just enough to kill them. Otherwise, save it and use it for one of the other ones. That concludes my Sub-Zero Beginner's Guide. If you learned something or if you found this entertaining, please like this video, or hell, even favorite it for easy reference. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer it. Once my intermediate and expert guides are out, I'll leave links right here. Alright, thanks for watching.